Hey, Soul, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. How's everything?
Pretty. Not
Yeah,
doing much.
no way. It's not great right now. Well, thank you. It's been about 4 months that I've begged you to do the podcast, and finally, I think you've agreed to it. So
Yep.
I'm excited. Um, so I've been able to coach you now for I think 4 years,
Yeah, long time.
3, 4. Too long? Is that what you're saying?
No,
No.
not long.
um, I think you have a great story because I think you're in a generation that has some great handball players, and I think your generation is a generation that's put in a lot of time and effort and work to become really great. And I think it's cool that everybody's gonna like people can hear your story and your hard work and your sacrifices that you've put in. So I'm excited that you're doing this. If you want to just give a little bit of background of how you got involved in handball and how you became part of the Alberta Youth Development Team.
Um, it was grade 9 when I was playing with St. Peter Apostle School. It was junior high provincials. I don't know. I was just playing. Like I didn't realize that there was anyone there or like anything that could have been. I just tried out one day. My friends like begged me to try out for the team because I was really busy with dance and I dance every night. I was like, there's no way I'll have time for this. But since it was like grade 9, I was like, okay, why not? So then I tried out, made the team. I think because I was a lefty, like that's pretty much why. And then played the games and then got given a package after one of my games. Didn't understand a word that was getting said to me. I just nodded my head and just took the package, went home.
How come you didn't understand what was going on?
It was Cedric. Didn't know what he was saying. It was just like talking, and I was like, "Yeah, okay." I was just hoping that the other people I was with knew what was going on, but they didn't either.
So if two things about that, Cedric has like a strong accent, so sometimes you don't understand, and Soul doesn't hear too well. So I think both of the mixes.
Two problems in one.
So so then he talked to you, and then what was your like? What do you think of it after when you figured out whoever told you what he said to you?
Oh, I was like, I went through the package. I was like, there's no way this is real. Like, this is kind of cool. Like, Team Alberta. It sounds pretty legit. So I was like, oh, may as well try out for that. I was like, I'm not dancing on those tryout days. So actually, I probably was. I probably went back and forth, but I don't remember. But yeah, I was like, okay. So yeah.
So at that point, like when you started with handball, did you enjoy it at the start? Were you like, this is super confusing? Like, what were your thoughts at junior high provincials and playing those games?
I definitely enjoyed it. It was new. Like I played soccer when I was younger, and volleyball when I was in like junior high, and like I don't know, this was different. This was like I felt like I was able to, like, I know I didn't understand it that well, but like I felt like more confident at it than like I could have been like obviously I was confident at soccer and like mainly confident at dance, but like using your hands I felt was a lot better than like foot stuff and like I don't know. I really enjoyed it, but it was just yeah.
So when you got the package and you found out what it was about, and then you obviously talked with your family about it, were you like at first were you kind of like, oh, the trips are cool, so I might as well try out for this, or was it more the handball part at the start?
At the start, I don't know. Like I definitely want to say that the trips were definitely what drawn me, but I definitely was like into the handball and was like this could be cool. But I was definitely like I saw the trips and was like I want to go and play handball there. But
so the trips were just kind of icing on the cake.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So now your first tryout, I mean, at the point, I didn't know who you were or anything like that. I saw you there. What were your after the first camp? Because I think there was quite a bit of girls at your tryouts. Wasn't there like about 50 or 60 people?
Hmm.
So, what were your thoughts of like? Was it different than what you were learning in junior high? What were your thoughts of the first tryout camp?
For my first, I just remember like we got to work on a lot of technique. So like I was like in the corner for like wing, doing like wing shooting. And I just remember thinking like there wasn't that many like lefties in the corner, obviously at the time. So I don't know. I was like, oh, this should be easy. Like I shouldn't have that part of like making the team. Like if there's only like three of us, I think there was three lefties like in the corner. So I was like, it should be okay. But I was just like, I don't know. I thought it was okay because I kept getting it in, but I probably wasn't doing good. I was like, I probably had the worst technique. But I was like, this is fun. Like I can do it. I was
Who were
like,
the wings with you? There was you, Maxine. Who's the third?
Nicole.
Oh, Nicole Chan. Okay.
Monica too is on our
Oh,
side.
okay.
So I was
So
like,
when you looked at the other ones, were you like, okay, I can compete with them, or were you like, oh no, they're pretty strong? Like, what were your thoughts about
I
that?
would compete with them. Yeah. Like I didn't really think anything of it.
Yeah.
I was like, more in these.
So with you, then we end up going to Germany was your first trip, correct?
Yeah.
So the one thing, like, what really surprised me going into Germany is you are such a team a person. Like you love people, you love to be around people, are attracted to you, like wanting to hang out with you. You really, what I noticed going into Germany was like you are kind of like someone that's really, you find that being a part of a team and making everyone talk with each other and have fun is as important on the court and off the court. Do you
Yes.
agree with that?
Oh yeah, completely.
So then we get to Germany. Do you remember a lot about Germany?
I don't remember lots, but I definitely remember not playing good. I
Not
think
playing.
I think I might have scored once in that whole trip.
Oh, I don't think so. You think so?
Uh, I don't know. Like I feel like at least once because I yeah, because I would have went home being like, this is awful. But one
So
goal would have.
was your experience there like when you went there? Were you like, oh my god, these girls are so much better than me? The teams were playing, or were you more like, this is really good, I can get better at it? Like, what were your thoughts after the trip? And like when you got home and reevaluated the trip, what are some of your thoughts about like the games that you played, the team that you were with? Like, what were your overall thoughts of the first trip?
I just remember being confused. I was still like not really know what I was doing, and I don't know. I remember like the other teams we played against, their ball like movement and like how fast they can move it, and like I don't remember. Just I was like, holy, like they would just and and I was just like I'm like trying to remember and I think like yeah they were just like fast, and I was like okay like they're good. I wasn't ready for that because obviously I'd only known junior high, so.
Were you discouraged after that, or were you kind of motivated?
No, I was not discouraged. I was definitely motivated, definitely to be better, but I don't know. By the next trip I was like, I don't think I improved much, but I know I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the next trip was Iceland at Christmas time.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to youth development, we're kind of allow the players to continue to do everything they want. We have weekend camps once a month. You play league, you practice once a week with the league, so it's not like a crazy commitment.
Yeah.
So you don't see crazy amount of improvement from one trip to the other. You see improvement, but not that much. But in Iceland, you guys did pretty well.
Yeah, no, we didn't do bad. We finally won some games. I don't know if games is good. I
Yeah,
think we won.
I think you won 2 or 3 games.
Oh. I
So,
like I know for sure one,
yeah.
but yeah, I definitely it was more like the team we all improved just like a little at least.
Yeah. And again, I think when it came to Iceland is when I got to know you a little bit more and understand the person you are. Because, like, I think, you're such a caring and fun person, and you love to joke around and you love to laugh. So before I knew you, it was kind of like, is she doing this because she loves it, or does she love the trips and stuff? And I remember at the end of it in the individual meeting. Do you remember that at all? Our individual meeting, and
Mm-hmm.
like I was really impressed with you and saw your improvement and saw a lot of potential. And I asked you, I'm like, are you playing because like of the trips or the handball? And you're like, the handball by far. And it was kind of like, for me as a coach, it was a turning point because it's kind of there. I understood that you're just you compete, but you have fun competing.
Yeah, I'm actually a very competitive person.
Yeah,
Always have.
I
So
know that now. Back then, it took me time to learn. So now, after Iceland, you went to elite. Now the commitment comes a lot more. And now with you, now you're a high. Like if people haven't seen your TikToks or your dances, go promote your TikTok. Um, uh,
link below. Just
you link
kidding.
below, yeah. You're an incredible dancer and you're a teacher of dancing. How was the now moving forward, and now you're falling in love with handball, and obviously you've done dance for many years. How was how did you balance everything and make everything work? Because again, going into elite, it wasn't someone that you missed practices or missed anything. You always made it work. I never had to give you a talk about your commitment. You need to commit more. You showed up to everything. And what people don't understand, that because people around the world watch us, you don't live 10 minutes away from where we practice. You're 45 minutes or an hour away, depending on which location. So 8 p.m. practice for you in December in snow and -30, it's leave your house at 6:45 and get home by 11:15 or
Yeah.
11:30. um, I mean, how was it all to balance everything with dance, with that, with getting to practices? Was it very difficult, or was it pretty easy to manage?
It actually was kind of easy. I obviously before handball I was dancing every single day of the week. So I was like in everything, like up to Monday to Saturday. And then Sundays were my only day off, and normally Wednesdays sometimes, but for the most part when I was doing everything, it was literally every day. And then once I started handball, I don't know, the way that the dancing works, there's like certain classes you have to take if you take certain classes. So I was just like, I'll just drop them all kind of.
Yeah.
And but I still remained in my favorite class in hip hop, and so those always ran on Friday nights. And then I still continued to teach hip hop, which was always on Monday nights. And so practice and stuff was always on Tuesday, Thursdays. So I never really had an issue with that. And then any camps, I now had the Saturday and Sunday open for any possible weekend camps. So it wasn't that bad. It was just, I think when I was in grade 11, especially in like my second semester, I had 4 core subjects. So it was really hard keeping on top of that, like on top of the school with all the dance and the handball, but I managed, and it was, it was okay. But yeah, wasn't too bad.
Was it all worth it?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So now at this point, you played. Now, if we move a little bit forward, you've gone to Sweden, Denmark. You did Paris.
Yep.
You did Martinique. You've
Yep.
done Chicago North American Cup.
Yep.
You've
Japan.
done, sorry,
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
You've done Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
So, um, I mean, you've done everything from youth development all the way to playing seniors, and you're 18 years old right now. So, I mean, you've had quite the experience with handball. Um, what are some of your best trips?
Best trips. Um, Sweden, Denmark was definitely one of the top ones.
Why
That
is
one was that one was like a team trip that I felt, we were all together all the time. Like we moved a few times, but we got to stay in like gym floors all together on like the floor, and like obviously in one room, and Partilla Cup was one that was really fun, all outside, and we did super well. Um, that one was actually really awesome. It was fun to get to top 8.
Yeah.
Good one. And then Denmark. I really like Denmark. That one was, we got to spend a lot of time with just our team and like, you know,
Yeah.
the games. I really like the games in Denmark. Yeah,
And
that
when you
was fun.
say our team, what people should understand is that when we travel to those tournaments, I think we went with 3 teams.
Yeah.
So with 3 teams, a lot of times you have to spend time with the other team to watch the other teams. So that's what you mean by spending a lot of time with your own team and stuff.
Yeah. So I definitely enjoy trips where it's just like one like group
Yeah.
like team or whatever, just because it's a lot of people
Yeah.
like be with. But
What are some of your other trips that you really enjoyed?
I really enjoyed Martinique,
Yeah.
our most recent one.
Or last.
Um, so long ago, back before all this.
Exactly.
um,
So, I mean, you've had some great results. I mean, you've won national championships in the youth category and the junior category. Um, you've won high school provincials with SPA. I mean, you've had some great successes. But I mean, I think a big thing with you is over 3, 4 years that you played handball is I know that sometimes you might take it the wrong way, but when I talk about you, I say how much you've improved. And you, and and maybe it sounds bad, but it's not meant to any way bad. It's meant to say like how hard of how much time and work you've put in to become such an amazing handball player. All the sacrifices and everything. Do you feel like since the start you've really improved as a handball player? Have you seen like the sacrifices of all the hard work and the practices? I mean, again, you show up on a Monday morning at 7 in the morning for a practice when you live an hour away from the location. So that means you're probably up at like 5:15 in the morning to practice. Um, do you see your improvement and the hard work paying off?
oh, for sure. I mean, if I think about my trip to back all the way in Germany, I was not good. And then like obviously we only had like the weekend camps like once a month before Iceland. Like I didn't improve much before then.
Yeah,
And and then I when I first noticed an improvement was Paris for sure, because
yeah,
that's when I started practicing more. And then like not the biggest improvement, but a kind of a big one, just because it went from like being bad to like now I could like be better,
yeah.
you know. And and then Japan, and then after that it just I the Tuesday Thursdays really
Yeah.
what definitely helped for sure.
So now, I mean, the thing is, I believe we have by far the 3 best right wingers in the country at your age category. When it comes to like older categories, I think we have the top 4 best right wingers in the country.
Hmm.
So now, kind of, you play some back as well. How has
Yeah.
that been, that transition to play some right back and some right wing? Have you enjoyed it? Has it been difficult?
It's not bad. I thought I would hate it, to be honest. I don't know. I never really enjoyed like doing it in practices, but because I was like wings better and go back to wing, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Now that I'm playing it and getting more comfortable, I'm starting to enjoy it more. And I just thought I wouldn't like it as much because like I've always played it in like league, in like fall league always. And so I was just like with Spruce or with like NWA this year, I so I'd always been like comfortable in league, but I was like, I don't know about senior league. So I was like playing with like against all the older girls, but I don't know. I think I'm beginning to get more comfortable with it, and I'm less scared to like play against them, I guess. I still am, but less
You're still
scared.
scared to play against the older girls?
Like us back, yeah.
Really? Oh, that's surprising. You don't
Well,
show it.
pardon?
You don't show that you're scared.
No, you can't. They'll
Yeah,
take it.
Exactly. Especially the competitiveness of it.
Yeah.
Um, what are some of your goals in handball? I mean, the tough thing we were talking about you going to Denmark this year, and the problem with COVID and everything that the school shut down, and so everyone from last year went back to the academy, so there was no room for you, which sucked. But
Hmm.
what are your goals? Do you have goals to be on the national team? Do you have goals to play overseas, like, or goals of just getting better and playing for Alberta? What are some of your goals?
I definitely want to get better, be the best that I can be. I know that I wanted to go to Denmark. I was pretty excited about it, or like about the idea, but obviously COVID.
Yeah.
So, and it probably won't be as good next year just because of the age. But I definitely was like into that idea. But I think the national team would definitely be something I want to try. Even just try it. I think that'd be awesome, an awesome experience. Like I feel like I've practiced so hard. I may as well like you know try to do something that's like bigger, like if I can.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just want to be the best. Like keep getting better every day.
And
That's what I
that's, I
want.
mean, that's something that's great about you and your group is your group is like that. Your generation of players is, that's why you guys are so good at your age. It's like you guys train hard, but it's not about just being a decent player. It's about being the best. And, like you guys get so pissed off when your practice doesn't go well. And so and I'm always thinking like, oh God, what did I do now? And this and that. And then always when like I'll write to one of you guys and you'll be like, it's nothing. It just, I'm pissed off at, I only shot 8 for 11 in this practice or whatever. So it's been pretty crazy to watch the competitiveness and how you guys want to be the best you can be.
Yeah.
Um, so with COVID, I mean, it's been hard on everyone, and with you've missed out on Denmark, you've missed out on your graduation, you missed out on your high school provincials. I mean,
The whole season, the whole didn't even
yeah,
get a season.
didn't even get a season, and then this has your like with everything, and like again, like right now, our season was going well. We were 2-0. I mean, things were going really well. Um, how is your motivation? Like, is it just like, is it hard to keep working hard right now because of like you don't know if you're practicing the next day, you don't know when the next tournament is, you don't have no clue. Like, how do you feel with it all?
Well, obviously my motivation is really good. Just obviously like 2 weeks ago because we were playing again. We were playing senior league, and I was having so much fun with it. We were playing competitive games, and I was just getting comfortable with back, and obviously like learning the new defense and stuff, and in a whole new position. So I don't know. My motivation was up there, but like, what if we get to come back and we get no games or never get to play?
Yeah.
That's gonna be obviously. I know for me, I'm gonna keep motivating myself because I know obviously in the future, even if it takes a while, like I know it's gonna come back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's really
We're going to be traveling here shortly. No matter what,
huge.
we're gonna get a tournament in sometime in the spring or summertime. I'm sure by then they'll be okay. Yeah, it just, I feel like with everything, it's just so hard because like things are going well and then boom, and then it gets, okay, we got to shut down, or we can't do this, we can't do that. So it's been super tough.
It has.
And how's dance going? Like, what's going on with dance? How's teaching going?
Teaching is good. We obviously had to shut down too. Kind of sucks, and so right when that happened, we had to go in and we had to like video our dances, and they had to be put up online for like the students to learn.
Yeah.
But like I don't know who's doing them, right? Like I don't know if they do them or not. And also like because we obviously did that back in March when we first shut down,
Hmm.
and we never came back. So obviously we don't know if like anyone obviously did it.
Yeah.
But now like if we do come back, like are we gonna know? And like also we have like our Christmas like show. It's obviously a bit different this year because it's gonna be in studio instead of like on the stage.
Yeah.
But like, who knows if that's happening. If we don't come back, then it probably won't be able to happen. So
Yeah.
a lot of motivation is gone from like dance. Like for me, it's like not really. I'm just like teaching,
Yeah.
and we're just like just doing whatever. But I know there's like a lot of people that have lost motivation for that just because of, you know, what there's no shows to look forward to at the moment and stuff like that. It's just
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. It's not easy at all. Um, I think that's pretty much it for me. Um, just a couple last questions. If you can have one more goal in handball, like what, or one goal that you have right now that you still really want to reach, what would it be?
um I don't know. I always watch those like people like professionals playing handball, and it would just be so cool to like be one of them.
Yeah.
Like it's obviously like you'd have to be really good and like train like tons and, you know, give it your all, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
So is going overseas not out of the question for you?
No. I would love to go overseas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Even though you're starting school?
Yeah, I don't like I am starting school, but like if I had it's I'm just getting a degree in like Bachelor of Sciences. It's nothing.
I guess it's also everything's online, so you could technically do it from anywhere right now.
Yep.
Yeah. um, well, that's good to know. We'll for sure work on that.
Mhm.
But I think a big thing is, and it's everyone in handball notices it, but you've improved so much as a handball player. You become like from someone that's part of the team, you know, to like being like one of the best players in Alberta. And at your age, I believe you're up there for the best players in the country. And I really hope that you get the opportunity to do the national team. And I mean, there was a competition last year that you should have been on it, but of course, like always, the politics get involved, and I'm sure you'll get chances the more that we can play and beat teams like Quebec and stuff, and hopefully you get more chances. I mean, the other chances you did get asked to try out for the team that was supposed to go to World Championships, but that got canceled. But it's supposed to be postponed till Christmas time or till summertime. So hopefully there's something that goes on and you'll get that opportunity. But
Yeah. Okay.
like I say, I just want to thank you as a coach and as a person for all your efforts and all the sacrifices and dedication you have. You're a leader. I mean, you're someone that refs handball. You score keep. You do some of the live streaming. You volunteer anytime you can. You're really popular on our YouTube page for all the handball at home videos. Um, I should have put your social media links in it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Then, but I just want to thank you for everything, and it's been a pleasure coaching. And it's great being watching you become such an amazing handball player. And you're becoming you're a great right wing, and now you're becoming a great right back, which is only giving you more opportunities to play more. And I know
Mhm.
that that's the main thing is you want to be on the court as much as possible.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing this, and
Thank you so much.
have a great day. And yeah, do enjoy the day, and we'll hopefully get to be on the court next weekend.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Thank you
Best with
so much, Soele.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.